Hello everyone, my name is Kunchan and welcome back to the QA functional testing series day 4, and today's video we will understand the SDLC and STLC because these two terms are the very useful in the QA functional testing and it is useful for the interviews also. So in today's video we will understand these terms with their requirement also and with the real life examples also. So in today's video we will understand the STLC, their phases, and STLC, their phases, and real life example of both. So first we will understand what is the STLC. So STLC refers to the software development lifecycle. It is the structured process used by the developer team to plan, build, and deliver the high quality software in a systematic, step by step manner. So main goal of the STLC is to deliver the high quality, reliable, and the functional software that meets the client requirement and the user expectations. So now we will understand the phases of the STLC. The first phase is requirement gathering. So requirement gathering collect and understood. For example, client want a food delivery app. So second phase is planning. In this phase, project cost, time, and resources are planned. For example, team decide project deadline and budget. Third phase is design. In design phase, software layout and the structures are the created. For example, designing app screens and the databases. Fourth phase is development. In this phase, developer write the code for the application. For example, creating logins and the payment feature. And fifth phase is testing. So in this phase, tester checks the application for bugs. For example, testing logins and order functionalities. Sixth phase is deployment. So in this phase, software is released for the users. For example, app will launch on the Play Store. And seventh and the last phase is maintenance. So in this phase, issues are fixed and updates are provided. For example, adding new features and fixing bugs. So now we will understand what is the STLC. So STLC refers to the software testing lifecycle. It's a structured process followed by the tester to carry out testing activities systematically at every stage of software development. Main goal of the STLC to identify the defect early, validating the functionality, and improve the overall software quality before release. So now we will understand what is the phases of the STLC. So there are the 7 phases of the STLC. First is requirement analysis. So in this phase, requirements are studied by the tester. For example, understanding the login feature requirement. Second phase is test planning. In this phase, testing strategy and schedules are prepared. For example, deciding testing tools and the timelines. Third phase is test case development. Test cases are written for testing. For example, creating login test cases. And fourth is environment setup. Testing environment is prepared. Example, installing application on the test server. Fifth phase is test execution. In this phase, test cases are executed to find the bugs. For example, checking whether login works properly or not. And sixth phase is bug reporting. In this phase, detecting the defects are reported to the developer. For example, reporting the invalid password issues. And the seventh is test closure. So in this phase, testing process is completed and reported are prepared. So it's the final testing report submission. Okay. So now we will understand what is the difference between SDLC and STLC. Because both life cycles are essential, but they serve different purpose and carried out by the different roles within a software project. SDLC is about building the software, but STLC is about validating it. They runs in parallel and completing each other throughout the project. So both are essential. Now let's understand with an example. For example, we will take an example which is food delivery app. So STLC activities first we will understand. So in STLC, gathering client requirement, design the app screen, coding login and deploy the application to the Play Store. And STLC activities will be analyze the login, writing the test cases, execute the test cases and reporting the defect and signing of the release. So now we have understand that STLC built the software whereas STLC validate the quality. Both are essentials because neither is complete without the other. Successful software project depend on both cycles running in parallel. So if you want to understand more about the QA testing, so please like, share and the subscribe. Thanks for watching the video.